Hello and welcome to this flow for mental clarity. I know a lot of times I'll walk into a yoga class maybe with stuff on my mind, a decision to make, and oftentimes after doing some twists, some hip openers, and a down dog, I feel much more prepared to make the decision, or things just become a little bit clearer. My sister would always call it a coconut moment, like coconut lands on your head and you're like, oh, I see now. I see it clear. So that is what we will do today. So just make your way to your mat. Let's begin in a child's pose. Knees wide, arms forward. Bring the forehead down to the mat. And if there is something specific on your mind, just let it go here. The decision will still be here for you when you get off your mat. So just take this time. Breathe into this space. Take a big inhale. Fill up. On the first one, open the mouth, just exhale it out. Two more times with the mouth open. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Mouth open. Exhale. Just already beginning to appreciate the comfort and ease a deep breath brings to the body. So as you breathe in, now try to keep the mouth closed. In and out through the nostrils we breathe. So throughout the duration of the class, really try to breathe in and out through the nostrils, keeping the mouth closed. This keeps us out of our short, shallow, open mouth breathing, kind of stresses the body out, sympathetic nervous system. When we keep the mouth closed, we can tap into our parasympathetic, our rest and digest. So go ahead here, set up an intention for this practice. Maybe if it's an energy you want to cultivate or an energy ready to let go of, or you do have a decision to make, just coming to God in prayer, saying, God, help to guide me, lamp to my feet, light to my path, guide me through my decisions. On your next inhale, slowly rise up to a tabletop position. Bring the hands back so the wrists are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. Warm up the spine with cat-cows. Drop the belly, tuck the toes, look up, look back. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, round the upper back, press away. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. One more deepest breath. Hear it, feel it, hold it at the top. Press the chin forward, stretch out through the throat. Exhale, press away, look towards the belly button, tops of the feet ground down into the mat, belly button into the spine. Tabletop. Point the fingers back towards the body, edge of the wrist towards the top edge of the mat. Shift body weight back. And then just gaze over the right shoulder, press the hips to the left, just a little bit. Come back through center, look over the left shoulder, gently press hips over towards the right. Come back through center, flip the grip so the palms are now facing up. You'll point the fingers in towards one another or rotate them back to point towards the body. Touch each finger to the thumb. You can make fists. Bend and straighten the elbows if that feels all right. Bring the knees together. Sit on the tops of the feet. Sweep the arms overhead and then circle out the wrists. Open and close the fingers. Cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Release the head down the back. Let it fall. Interlace the fingers behind the body. Roll the shoulders back. Look up. Look back. And then take the bind over. Lower the forehead down. Just gently lift the hips up. Taking the fist package a little closer towards the mat. Coming back down, hips to heels. Keep the bind. Now rise up on the knees. Squeeze the glutes. Lean back. Take the bind towards the mat. Press the heart towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Good. We'll do again. Lower the hips towards the heels. Take the bind, fold forward. Forehead comes down. Good. One more time. Rise up on the knees. Keep the bind. Fingers interlace. Squeeze glutes. Lean back. Good. Lower the hips down. Stay upright. Sweep the arms overhead. Cactus the arms. Plant hands behind the feet. Start to lean back any amount. Just working stretch out through the tops of the feet. Ooh, I got a nice little pop there. One knee at a time, maybe both, or just leaning back any amount. Lower the knees down, rise up, tuck the toes under, add a toe stretch in. So stay elevated, keeping the toes under, pressing the arches of the feet out, or sit back on the heels to add the intensity. Arms come up overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the grip. Palms are facing up. Press the palms up towards the sky. Lengthen. And then chin to chest. Press the palms away. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in, press away. Inhale. This time lean to the right, look towards the left. Breathe into the left side body, draw the tailbone down. Back through center, lean left, look right. Back through center, bend the elbows, rest the head back in the hands, heart is high, elbows are wide. Cactus the arms, sweep them forward, pat out the tops of the feet. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Keep the hips high, lower the forehead down. Try to press the armpits a little bit closer towards the mat. Slither the body forward, coming all the way down to the belly. And then bring the hands under the shoulders. Bring the legs together so the big toes, the heels, and the inner thighs are all touching. Wrap the elbows in beside the body. As you inhale, press into the tops of the feet. Feel the knees lift. And as you inhale, start to lift the heart up. Try to avoid using strength in the hands here. Use the strength of the back body. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Squeeze the legs together. Anchor the pubic bone down. Look up towards the sky. Look back behind you. One more inhale, lift. Slowly lower down. Now bring the feet out wide, off to the width of the mat. Walk the hands back. One more handprint, a little closer towards the hips. Again, squeeze elbows in beside the body. Press into the palms. So now using a little more strength through the arms, wrap the elbows in, look up, look back. Stay lifted, but now bring chin to chest. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together. Lift the gaze one more time. Now bend the elbows, lower the heart all the way down. Hands come under shoulders, kind of wiggle the hips right and left. And then tuck the toes, press into the hands, hips back to the heels, pass through a child's pose. Rise up, finding your tabletop position. Send the right arm high, look up towards the thumb. Big, broad stretch here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, thread your needle. Walk the left hand forward to lower the right shoulder down. Keep walking the left hand forward beyond the top edge of the mat. Or if you'd like to bind, you can bring the left hand behind the body, catching right inner thigh. If you're working on floating, you just shift weight over to the right side of the body. So right knee, right shoulder. Press down through the back of the right hand. Start to lift the left leg. And then wherever you are, keep working the back of the head towards the mat, gazing up. Start to unwind, left hand plants, send the right arm high, inhale. Send the right arm forward, left leg back, balancing table. Take an inhale, reach long. Exhale, round forehead to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round. We're holding this one. Press into the left palm, forehead to knee, heel to glute. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the knee, reach back, catch the top of the foot. Kick into the hand, open up the shoulder, look up, look back. One more inhale, kick. Cartwheel the limbs out, hover and hold. Bring the right hand down, bend left heel to glute. Draw circles with the left knee in one direction. And reverse the direction. Good. Send the left leg back. Tuck the right toes and then press into the hands and the left leg high so you're in a three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, left heel to right glute. Circle the ankle, wiggle the toes, press into the palms, look towards the belly button. Straighten the left leg, elevate the right heel off the mat, shift forward, left knee to forehead. Send it back. Left knee, left tricep. Try to tap it to the outside. Get high on the right tiptoes. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep twist. Send it back. Left foot steps forward. Lower the right knee down. Sweep the arms up. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, sweep it back. Flex left toes towards face. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale forward and hold here. So now bring the hands to prayer position and just bend the elbows. Bring the thumbs to the spine. Look up, look back. Keep the right glute engaged, belly drawn in. Shift back, runner stretch. Flex left toes towards face. Hands can stay down on the mat, or you can start to interlace them behind you, but try to think toes towards heart and heart towards toes. Walk it to the left, IT band stretch. Pinky toe edge of the left foot works its way down to the mat. And then you can just swivel on the right knee. Try to breathe into the outer IT band on the left leg. Breathe. It rained yesterday and all my mats were outside, and so they're soaked, and now my pants are already soaking wet. I haven't even warmed up. Walk it all the way around, wide-legged forward fold. Take an inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take opposite elbow, sway side to side. Release the hands down to the mat. Plant the right hand, open up the left arm, look towards the left thumb. Press into the inner arches of the feet. You can stay right here with the left arm up, or you can start to bend it behind you, catching right inner thigh. Send the left arm back up to the sky, then bring it down to the mat. Point the right toes to the back right corner of the mat. Start to walk the hands over in that direction as well. Flex the left toes towards the sky, and just start to sit the hips lower any amount. Keep the right foot fully flat on the mat though. Try not to come forward on the toes. Keep the heel grounded. Just go to your depth. Maybe you still use the hands, or maybe you're able to sit all the way down today. Press the arms forward. You can keep the hands down on the floor, chin to chest. Nice little lower back stretch there. And walk your way to the top of the mat. Heel to the left foot to the left edge. Drop the right knee down. So you're in a lizard lunge here. You can stay on the palms if that feels good, or you can make your way to forearms. You can keep knee towards shoulder or roll to the outer edge of the foot. Whatever feels best in your body. We're still warming up, so just be gentle. Cartwheel the left hand back to the left hip. Look towards the back of the mat. You can stay with the hand on the hip. If you like to bend the right foot in towards the body, you can catch it with the left hand. If you do have the connection of hand to foot, then start to kick into the hand to roll the left shoulder back. Look towards the back of the mat. Slowly release, cartwheel the left arm forward, tuck the toes to the left leg back. You're in a high straight arm plank. We hold here. So press away from the mat, find a little rounding through the upper back, belly in. You want to avoid dumping your hips down. It's going to put too much strain on your low back over time. So you want to stay fired up through the core, pulling the belly up and in towards the spine. So shift forward and back for 3, 2, and 1. Shift forward, wrap the elbows in so the bend of the elbows is pointing forward. As you inhale, press away from the mat. And as you exhale, squeeze the elbows by the rib cage. Keep hips in line with shoulders as you lower down. Try not to drop the hips first. Inhale, draw the heart through, press into the palms, ground down through the tops of the feet, look up, look back. Chin to chest, roll over the tops of the feet, meeting in a downward facing dog here. So pedal out your knees, alternate right heel to the mat, left heel to the mat. Good. To start in your down dog, if it feels good to have a bend in the knees and keep the heels off the mat, that's perfectly fine. Just press chest towards thighs. And then eventually over time, the more the hamstring starts to open up, you'll be able to lower the heels down. So shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes again. Heels come high. Find your way into a hovering tabletop. Walk the hands back, a handprint, knees hovering over the mat, just 1 inch high. Press away from the mat. Remember, we're looking for that rounding in the upper back. Tap right knee to right wrist. Bring it back to start. Tap left knee, left wrist. Back to start. Tap right. Tap left. Tap right. Tap left. Hold. Bounce the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down to the mat. Send left arm high. Look up towards the thumb. Big stretch, big reach. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, thread your needle. Walk the right hand forward to lower the left shoulder down. So again here, walk the right hand beyond top edge of the mat, or maybe bind behind the body. Wherever you are, start rotating the back of the skull towards the mat, working chin in line with right shoulder. If you float or fly, send weight over to the left knee, left shoulder. Press down through the back of the left hand as you start to lift the right leg. And if you fall out, just get back in. It's happened to all of us multiple times. Start to unwind, plant the right hand, sweep the left arm high, inhale. Send the left arm forward, right leg back, balancing table. Fire up the belly. Oh no, my little microphone thing came off. I hope it still works. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round forehead to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round. Hold this one. Press into the right palm, forehead to knee, heel to glute. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the knee, reach back, catch top of the foot, kick up and away. One more inhale, kick up, look up. Cartwheel limbs out, hover and hold. Lower the left hand down to the mat, bend right heel to glute, and then draw circles with the right knee. And reverse the direction. Send the right leg back, tuck the left toes, send the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, right heel to left glute, circle the ankle, wiggle through the toes. Send the right leg high, lift the left heel off the mat, shift forward, right knee to forehead. Try to get high on the left tiptoes, forehead to knee. Send the right leg back, right knee, right tricep. Work to tap it to the outside. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep, twist. Send it back. Right foot steps forward, lower the left knee down. Sweep the arms up, take an inhale. Exhale, send it back, flex right toes to face. Come forward, inhale. Send it back, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, hold here. Maybe scoot the right toes a little more forward, sit deeper. Then bring the hands to prayer, bend the elbows, thumbs to the spine, look up, lean back. Keep the left glute engaged, belly active. Shift back, runner stretch. Flex the right toes towards the face, fold over the right leg. Heart towards toes, breathe. Let the breath come up the back of the body and let you fold over the right leg a little bit more. Hands can stay grounded, or if you like to interlace behind you, you can challenge your balance. Hands walk over to the right side of the mat. You can swivel on the left knee, and then the pinky toe edge of the right foot will make its way down to the mat. Walk it around, wide-legged forward fold. Take a moment here. You can take opposite elbow, sway right to left. Notice if you're looking down at the mat, bring the gaze towards the belly button. Really try to let the head go here. You got all day to hold it up. Just let it go for a moment. Sway side to side, front to back if that feels good. Then release the hands down to the mat. Press into the inner arches of the feet. You want to draw energy up the midline, so activate the inner thighs. Pull the belly in, left hand under the face. Open up the right arm. Look towards the right thumb. Stack right shoulder on top of left. You can start to bind, so wrapping the right hand behind the body, catching left inner thigh. Now you're working the right shoulder towards the back of the mat. Gaze up. Left hand to right leg, twist. Release the hands. Now point the left toes to the back left corner of the mat and start to walk the hands over to the left. Flex right toes up towards the sky so you can stay here because we're trying to get into the hips here, the piriformis specifically. And so you want to keep the left foot flat. Avoid going up on the toes. That's just going to put you in the knee. So you can start scooting the right heel out to sit the hips a little bit lower. Birds are just at it this morning. My goodness. They are up, rising and shining. Oh my gosh, I have like 100 mosquitoes on me. And then slowly start to walk it to the top of the mat, roll through the hips, walk or heel to the right foot to the right edge, drop the left knee down. So again, the same stretch, but different sides. So you might need something different on this side. You can be on the palms here, forearms, what have you, knee towards shoulder, or roll to the outer edge of the foot. Cartwheel the right hand back to the hip. Look towards the back of the mat. You can stay or bend the left foot in towards the body, finding a quad stretch here. Get the same benefits if the right hand is on the hip or it's on the foot. Just try to look towards the back of the mat and send the right shoulder towards the left edge. Slowly release. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, send the right foot back, high plank. Then we're going to lower to the forearms for a forearm plank. So keep the hips in line with shoulders. Really try to avoid sinking the hips low. That's going to put way too much strain on your low back over time. So just try to hold it in proper form for a moment. And if you need to come out, come out. We just want to avoid improper form because if you are consistent with your practice, which I hope you are, you don't want to be practicing in a way that's going to hinder you over time, but this practice will build you strong, so you shouldn't have any issues. Start to walk the feet in, dolphin. So you stay on the forearms, but you can bend the knees and press the chest towards the thighs and try to look at the belly button here. Try to keep the crown of the head off the mat. Maybe start to walk the feet in one more step if you can, and just work the heels a little closer towards the mat. Bring the gaze forward, look towards the thumbs, nose taps thumbs, bring it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the palms, meeting in a downward facing dog. Let's wipe the slate clean, roll through the hips, pass through a chaturanga, wrap elbows in, hips in line with shoulders as you lower down. Draw the heart through, press into the tops of the feet, look up, look back. Chin to chest, down dog. So if you notice that your hips are sinking first, drop to the knees and land the heart first. Great place to practice. Send the right leg high. Right knee to chest. Windshield wiper the right knee to the left elbow, right elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dial the left heel down. Kick the right leg off to the left side of the mat. Press the hips up. Open up the left arm. Let the head go. Left hand plants. You can do an optional scissored leg push-up here. So push up. Send the right leg high, three-legged dog. Step the right foot through, high crescent lunge, arms come up. So the left heel is stacked over the toes, trying to press the back of the left knee out. So we're flying into warrior 3, bend the left knee, press off, arms go forward, hold here. Landing back in high crescent, bend the right knee, step the left foot back, high crescent. Doing that 2 more times. So bend the left knee, press off, warrior 3. Bend the right knee, step it back, high crescent. Sweep the arm, or bend the left knee, press off, warrior 3. And now we're landing in a warrior 1. So when you bend the right knee, just land the left foot to a 45-degree angle. Arms come up with your inhale breath. Scoot the right toes a little more forward, press into the right knee. You want the pinky toe edge of the left foot to be grounded to the mat. Turn the left quadricep on. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, lean back, look back. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Fist package glides down the left leg. And then bend into the right knee. Take the heart over first. And let the arms follow. Look towards the belly button. Really let the head go here. Again, notice if you're looking at the mat, look towards the navel. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior 2. So slight little pivot of the hips. So now the hips are squared to the left edge of the mat. Bend into the right knee. 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the right leg, reach up. Exhale to 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Hold it at the top here. Dial the right toes in so the feet are pigeon-toed. Right arm goes under the left arm, fighting an eagle bind. Lift your bind, lean back, and then bend into the knees. Take the bind, fold forward. Bend the knees, roll up to stand. Lift your bind, lean back. And then bend the knees, take the bind, fold forward. Roll up to standing. Look up, look back, and then bend the knees, take the bind, fold forward. Hold here, sway side to side. Then bend the knees, take the bind up. Rise to stand. Hold here. And then just point the right toes towards the top of the mat. Bump the left foot in. Keep your eagle bind. So back foot is pointed to a 45-degree angle. Lift your bind, lean back. And with a flat back, lean forward. Shift the right hip back. Fold over the right leg. Really breathe into the back body here. Inflate it on the inhale breath. And let the fold take you deeper over the right leg. Rise up with your bind. And then draw the left foot in towards the body. Wrap it around the right leg, finding Garudasana, eagle. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Draw the elbows down the body. Straighten the right leg. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Sweep the left leg back. Release your bind. I know that was a long time to hold the bind, but it's a really good stretch for the shoulders. Relieves stress and tension. My goodness. Bring the hands to heart center. Hands come down, standing split, forehead towards knee. Hands can stay grounded. You can start to wrap right hand behind the leg, hiding the forearm behind the calf. Good. Right hand comes down. Left foot meets right foot. Hips in the chair. Utkatasana. Squeeze the knees together. Sit the hips back to the heels. Biceps beside the ears. Hollow out the low belly. Pull it in. Hands come to the heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Elbow on the outside of the knee. Working to get your thumbs at your heart center and then look up towards the sky. Deep twist here. Really wring it out. Let this feel good. Open up the prayer. Send the arms north and south. Sit the hips a little bit lower. Side crow. Plant the hands to the right side of the mat. And then you can either keep the bind and just shift weight to the hands. Shoulders come down, feet come up. Or if you need a little bit different setup, you can walk the feet over towards the left hand. Point the butt up high towards the sky to tuck the tricep underneath the thigh. Shoulders come down, feet come up. Just play around with it. You got to get the butt up high, and then you have to sit the hips on, like, towards the armpit. That's where a lot of people get confused, because they try to put all their weight on the outside of the elbow, and then they don't understand why they don't go anywhere. So you got to point the butt up. You really have to tuck the tricep underneath, because that's where you're sitting your weight. So yeah, play around with it. Bring the feet wide, Malasana, prayer squat. Press the knees back. If you've got nice open hips, still continue to press into the feet and send the knees wide. If you are struggling here, you can always sit up a little higher and just bring the knees wider. But you still want to try to get feet about the width of the mat. All right, finding our crow pose. Well, more like crane, because for crow, I feel like too many people get down here and then they get stuck there and that's all they do. So I want you to build crane. So try to get your knees to the armpits, that little hollow bowl part of your armpit. That's where I want you to set your knees. Think belly on thighs, come high on tiptoes, knees to armpits. So really wrap in. Try to avoid going to the outside of the arms. Wrap in, grip the fingertips, shift forward. Maybe play one foot, maybe two. Send weight into the fingertips. Don't be scared to send the shoulders forward. Good. Back to Malasana. Hands to heart center. Pressing the feet. Rise all the way up to stand. Heel to the feet in. Squeeze the glutes. Press hips forward. Lift up. Dive back. Rise up. Step the right foot behind the left foot. Take the right pointer finger and thumb, hook it around the left wrist, pull up, lean the body over towards the right. And then just continue going down the circle, hands come down to the mat, fold here. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, step the feet back, high straight arm plank, wrap the elbows in, take an inhale, exhale, chaturanga low. Inhale, draw the heart through, up dog. Exhale, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Send the left leg high, three-legged dog. Left knee to chest, find your windshield wiper, left elbow, right elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dial the right heel down, kick the left leg off to the right side of the mat, hips press high, spiral open, let the head go. Right hand plants, optional scissor leg push up. Send the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hips, stay here or flip your dog, press the hips up. Left hand plants, left leg lifts. Step the left foot through, high crescent lunge, arms come up. Anjaneyasana, press the back of the right knee out, heel stacked over the toes. Bending the right knee, pressing off warrior 3. So try to point the right toes or flex the right foot, but do something to get the quadricep active. Find one spot to focus on. Bend the left knee, land it back, high crescent lunge. So a tight body is a light body. Activate the muscles. Bend the right knee, press off. Bend the left knee, step it back, high crescent. One more time, bend the right knee, press, lift. Arms are reaching forward, right leg is kicking back, grounding down into the left leg. Landing in a warrior 1, bend the left knee, right foot lands, 45-degree angle, arms come up. So check out your right foot, make sure the pinky toe edge is fully flat. Activate the right quad, bend into the left knee. Arms are lifted high, lengthening through the side body here. Cactus the arms, squeeze shoulder blades, lean back. Interlace the fingers behind you, shoulder loop, roll it back. Bend into the left knee, take the heart forward, fold. Look towards the belly button, let gravity take the arms over. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. Send the left knee open towards the pinky toe edge, arms are up. Triceps are active, gaze over the front middle finger. Sit low into the left knee. Straighten the left leg, reach up to the top, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, ride the breath down. One more inhale here. Hold it at the top. Draw the left toes in. So now left arm goes under the right arm, finding eagle bind with left arm under. Slightly pigeon toe the feet, lift up, lean back, then bend the knee, fold over. Sway side to side here. Bend the knees, roll up to standing. So doing 3 little rolls here. Bend the knees, take the bind over. Then straighten the legs. Bind comes into the body, roll up to stand. Chin lifts last. Bend the knees, roll forward. Straighten the legs, rise up to stand. One more time. Bend the knees, fold. Straighten the legs, roll up. Keeping your bind. Dial the left toes to point forward, step the right foot in. Feet are about 3 feet apart. Back foot is pointed to 45 degrees. Lift your bind, lean back. And then draw the bind forward. So try to lead with a flat back. Draw the left hip back, point right hip forward, fold over left leg. Let the head go. Let the body relax, let it fold over. Slowly roll up to standing. Step into the left foot, draw right knee into chest, finding Garudasana Eagle. Right leg goes up and over the left leg. Squeeze inner thighs together. Draw the shoulders down the body. Roll the shoulders back and down, slight little tuck of the tail. Straighten the left leg, draw right knee in towards the body, then release your bind, passing through a warrior three. Hands come to heart center, standing split. Point the right toes high towards the sky. Hands can stay grounded. Start a challenge balance. Left hand behind the calf, forehead towards knee. Point right toes to sky. Left hand comes down, right foot meets left. Sit the hips in the chair, Utkatasana. Biceps beside the ears, squeeze the knees together, draw the belly in. Oh my goodness, these mosquitoes. They're ridiculous right now. Bring the hands to heart center, take an inhale. Twist to the left. Use the elbow on the outside of the knee, thumbs up at the sky. No, thumbs at heart center, gaze up at the sky. I'm thinking about the mosquitoes. That is my yoga today, the mosquitoes. Can I stay focused? Can I stay in the breath? Can I stay centered with all these mosquitoes? Yes, I can. Open up the arms in the north and south. Sit the hips a little bit lower. Look up. So working our side crow here. Hands plant to the left side of the body. Keep the hips up. Think this part has to go here on top of the tricep towards the armpit. So get on the tiptoes, lift the hips, set the hips on the back of the triceps, shoulders come down, feet come up. So you create a little fulcrum. So if your knees are down here on the outside of the elbow, you're not going anywhere. You gotta point the booty up, sit it on the back of the triceps, shoulders come down, feet lift. Keep playing with it, you'll definitely get it. Finding our Malasana, prayer squat. It's really opening up the hips here. Press the knees back. Take a few deep breaths here. Taking deep breaths in hip openers is so So important. Breathe. Finding our crow pose, or crane, excuse me. So bring the feet together. Come on the tiptoes, belly on thighs, and then just lower the knees into those little pockets of the armpits. Grip into the fingertips, gaze forward. One heel, maybe two heels. Just keep pointing the hips high. Back to Malasana, prayer squat. Press into the feet, rise all the way up to stand. Heel to the feet in. Sweep the arms up overhead. This time, step the left foot behind. Left foot behind the right foot, excuse me. Take the right pointer finger, left pointer finger and thumb, hook it around the right wrist. As you inhale, draw the wrist up towards the sky and then lean to the left. Press the hips to the right. Open up the side body here. Squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes together. And then take it all the way down to the mat. Fold forward. Plant the hands, walk the feet out, high straight arm plank. Shift the body weight forward, wrap the elbows in. Inhale, press away. Exhale, chaturanga low. Inhale, draw the heart through, up dog. Roll over the tops of the feet, downward facing dog. Send the right leg high, right knee to forehead. 3 knee thrusters, lower the right knee, press up and away. Lower, press, lower, press. Step the right foot through, high crescent lunge, arms come up. Send the left arm forward, right arm back, look towards the right thumb. Squeeze inner thighs together. Right hand goes to the back of the leg, left arm reaches back. Left hand goes down, right arm goes high. Look towards the right thumb, twist. Draw the left knee behind the right heel, lower the hips down. So Ardha Matsyendrasana, right knee is up, left knee is down on the mat. Right hand plants behind you. Use it as a kickstand to press up. Take the left arm over to the outside of the knee, twist. Gaze over the right shoulder, breathe. Good. Counter the posture. Bow the body down to the left side. And as you rise up, so we're flying into half moon. So the right foot plants and you're just peeling open the left hip. Right hand down, left arm high. Maybe play right hand to heart center, but ground down through the right leg. Kick the left leg back. Hold, breathe. Bend into the right knee, land softly, warrior 2, cartwheel the arms open. Flip the front palm, reverse. Keep bending into the right knee, reaching back. Cartwheel the arms down, step or float right foot back, move through your chaturanga. Draw the heart through, up dog. Send the hips high, downward facing dog, breathe. Send the left leg high. Left knee to forehead, 3 knee thrusters. Lower, press up and away. Lower, press, lower, press. Step the left foot through, sweep the arms up, high crescent. Really open up through the hips here. Scoot these left toes more forward. Send the right arm forward, left arm back, look towards left thumb. Adding a back bend, left hand to the back leg, right arm reaches behind you. Right hand down, left arm high, look towards the thumb. Keep drawing the left hip back, sending a little lower through the hips, and the left arm over towards the right edge of the mat. Spinal twist, draw the right knee in, lower it behind the left heel, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So now this time, the left hand is behind you, reach the right arm up, Right elbow on the outside of the knee, look over the left shoulder. With every inhale, grow through the spine. With every exhale, use the elbow to twist. Counter the posture, bow the body to the right. Then we're flying into a half moon, so we're just planting the left foot, spiraling open the hips, right hip peels on top of the left. Kick the sole of the right foot towards the back of the mat. Left hand can stay grounded. Find one spot to focus on. Breathe. When you've grounded down into all four corners of the left foot, maybe try to bring left hand to heart center. Just for a moment. Challenge balance. Try something you haven't tried before. Bend into the left knee, landing softly. Open it up, warrior two. Sit low through the hips. Send the left knee open towards the pinky toe edge. Flip the front palm reverse, reach back. Cartwheel the arms down, plant the hands, step or float left foot back, move through your chaturanga. Draw the heart through up dog. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. Come high on the tiptoes, lower the knees down to the mat, sit back on the heels, pause here. So take a moment here. We're going to set up for a headstand. You do not have to do it, but I would like you to just try the setup in hopes that one day you will have the confidence and the strength to feel that you can accomplish it successfully. So bring the arms down to a number 11. You want a nice tight base. So many times then when people get upside down, they bring the elbows wide. I don't know why, but you want to keep them together. Then you interlace the fingers and kind of open the hands up like the pages of the book. So the pinkies are down, the thumbs are wide. And forearms stay down, tight base here. They're shoulder width distance apart. Bring the head down, and so you use the thumbs on the back of the head and use the fingers to cradle the skull. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, and just walk the feet in. So this is a great place to stay, and then you can drop back down to the knees. That's great. Great to practice the setup. Then maybe you start to play with drawing one heel to glute, maybe the other one, and then maybe you can keep walking the feet in a little more. You almost start to feel them just elevate off the mat. You can start drawing heels to glutes, stacking hips over shoulders, and then sending the legs high. But you find that sweet spot. You don't have to worry about extending the legs all the way up. You can keep the knees in towards the body and just finding that stack there, that comfortable spot before you go all the way up. So just do what you can, practice what you can. It's great to get upside down. That is a really big help in mental clarity. It really actually shifts your perspective in more ways than one. Good. So let's find a downward facing dog again. Tuck the toes, send the hips high, send the right leg high, right knee, right wrist, send the left leg long, half pigeon. Lengthen up, take an inhale, look up, look back. Start to walk it forward. Send some long, slow, audible breaths into the right hip here. Start to walk the hands in, roll to the right hip, sweep the left leg around, finding a Navasana boat pose. Legs are lifted, arms are up. Take an inhale, exhale to a low boat. Inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hollow body hold, scissor kick the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms overhead, point the toes forward, long body stretch. Big inhale, fill up. Open the mouth, exhale, let it out. Hug knees to chest, rock and roll up and down the spine 3 times. On the third one, you can plant the hands, step, hop, walk, or float the feet back, pass your way through a chaturanga. Heart draws through, look up, chin to chest, down dog. Send the left leg high, sweep it through, half pigeon, left side. So just let this feel really good through the hips, lift up, and then start to walk it forward. If it doesn't feel good and you have sharpshooting pain in the knees, you can always flip over onto your back and find a figure 4. It's good to find your edges, it's good to find your limits, but you don't want your ego to drive the posture. You don't want to muscle your way into things. You want to trust the process. You want the practice and the breath to show you the depth you can take it to. Because this is a consistent practice, it's a daily practice, it's a lifelong practice. So you don't have to do everything today, because where would the fun be in that? It's fun to see your body change. It's fun to be able to acquire new skills that you haven't acquired. It's fun to see how you react in situations with calmer energy, with a longer and slower breath. It truly is a beautiful practice, but it does take consistency and it does take you showing up. So be really proud of yourselves. I know it's hard to do it at home alone. It takes a lot of dedication, so be really proud of yourselves for that. Start to walk the hands in, roll to left hip, swing the right leg around. Navasana, second set. Arms up, legs up. Take an inhale. Exhale to a low boat. This time adding a twist. Knees to the right, arms to the left. Extend out. Knees left, arms right. So add a little side to side twist for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hollow body hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Reach the arms overhead. Point toes forward. Big inhale. Big exhale. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock the body side to side. Plant the feet. Heels are near the glutes. Knees are bent, pointed up to the sky. Press into the feet. Tuck the tail under, and then lift the hips with the tail tucked. Start to interlace the fingers underneath the body. Rock the body to the left. Tuck the right shoulder blade under. Rock right. Tuck left shoulder blade. Rock left. Tuck right. Rock right. Tuck left. And then interlace the fingers tightly. Try to get the palms to touch. Ground down through the heels. Keep lifting the hips high. One more inhale. Lift. Hold here. If you have full wheel in your practice, you can plant the hands over the shoulders. Press up, full wheel. Try to press the chest towards the back of the mat. Arms are straight. One more inhale. Lift up, squeeze up. Slowly lower down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Hug the knees to the chest and the legs up to the sky. Bring the hands underneath the hips. Waterfall, Viparita Karani. So if headstand isn't your jam yet, you most certainly want to do this pose. This has so many scientific proven facts of reducing stress, inflammation, tension. So getting your legs up the wall, taking long, slow breaths. This can transform any emotion you're having. Any decision you need to make, put your legs up the wall. So you can stay right here. If you have a plow pose, you can start to pike the legs overhead. Use the hands on the back to guide the hips over, and then you can start to bend the knees and rest them towards the forehead or on the forehead. You want some spot of connection though, so if you definitely want the hands on the back, pressing the hips over. Or eventually when the toes touch the floor overhead, then you can interlace the fingers, finding those arms like you had in bridge pose. But until then, keep the hands on the back. You want some point of connection and support here. Shoulder stand, pike the legs up. Walk the hands from the low back down towards the shoulder blades. Press the hips towards the back of the mat, feet towards the front of the mat.
Just keep walking the hands down the back towards the shoulder blades and then pressing into the back body to lift the hips high. Try to distribute the weight along the top of the shoulders rather than the back of the neck. Bend the knees towards the forehead, pass through Karnapidasana, ear pressure pose. Squeeze the knees around the ears. And then just slowly roll down the spine one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, find a happy baby. Peace fingers take the big toes, rock the body side to side. Hug the knees to the chest. Keep the right knee in. Extend the left leg long. Take the right knee over towards the left. Gaze towards the right. Unwind your way through center. Both knees to chest. Keep the left knee in. Extend the right leg. Guide the left knee to the right. Look towards the left. Unwind your way back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees, chin to chest, forehead into the knees. As you inhale, squeeze the body in tight. As you exhale, let it go, final Savasana. So take a moment, let it go here. Let the body rest. Let the yoga course through the body. I will leave you here in this final Savasana. It's an honor and a pleasure to guide you through your practice. And if this was a flow where mental clarity was your focus and you do need guidance and direction, always go to God in prayer. He's working for the good in all things, or those who are called according to his purpose. So bring that into mind, bring that into life. He's working for the good. So trust the plan, trust the process. Oftentimes it's not the plan or the process that you want or have chosen, but he does know what's best for us. So we do trust and have faith in that. So thank you so much for sharing your energy and your practice with me. I hope I was able to share a part of my energy and practice with you, so this does become a community practice. So have a blessed rest of your day until we see each other again. Namaste. Bye.